Hello and welcome to Northern Illinois Biz Chats. I'm your host, Susie, with the Gift Wrap Place.
And I'm George with Comparion Insurance.
And this is sponsored by wrapwithbo.com.
And the George Chase Agency of Comparion Insurance.
So today we're going to talk about the Gift Wrap Place and
Comparion Insurance.
So with George, he said something to me one day that was super interesting, and I think people need to know about this. And that was when you told me, when you get insurance, like let's say you got insurance for your teenager, right? Their auto insurance.
Right.
And then they move out. And no one tells you. So talk about that.
Well, it's important that all the household drivers are named on a policy. And what I tell people is that if something changes and you haven't told the insurance company, there's a possibility that in the event of a loss, you're giving the insurance company a possible reason to say no.
Right.
Because
so you had to keep those things up to date.
Things have changed.
Because when you move around and you don't keep it up to date, guess what? Could be a big problem, right?
Yep,
so I thought that was a great tip. So as far as Comparion Insurance, it's taken me a long time to be able to say that, guys, but I think I'm going to be a pro at it. So tell us about it. Like, are you a broker? Meaning, are you like Trivago? Is that what you're like?
With the Trivago of the insurance business.
That's what I think about.
We compare dozens of websites
right.
and bring you the best possible fit and the best possible price that we can.
Right. So you deal with any. So Progressive is one of yours, maybe, and whatever ones you want to mention.
Yeah.
But that you go ahead and try to get the best price, the best coverage. So that is such a valuable thing. You're basically a broker, right? You'd call yourself a broker, or does Comparion really supply the insurance?
No, we place the insurance with our what we call our partner carriers, and we have about 36 of them now for different lines of insurance,
right?
Depending on what you're looking for. So like you mentioned, Progressive is one of them, and Travelers is another. Just to name a couple of the popular brand names out there. Yeah.
And so, like, if I wanted to, because I hear this a lot, like the best way to think also about insurance is sometimes people get overwhelmed. So much, the house, the cars, the this, the that. But when you're starting out, young people, rental insurance, starts to get you in the system, and it also starts to build your profile, right? Your insurance profile. So that's usually a great thing. And even rings, like kids getting engaged, can you do that too?
Yeah, absolutely. We see that a lot with young couples who move out into a place together. They'll get a renter's insurance policy to cover their belongings, cover their liability exposure,
right?
Out there in the world. And then, the ring comes in, and it's usually the guy calling me going, you can't say anything to her. But I need this ring.
Yeah, that could be dangerous.
I need this ring covered on my policy.
Told her it was $20,000. It was 20.
But we can't tell her because I haven't popped the question.
Got you. Okay, so he's got to hide. He's got to hide that one.
Yeah.
So so I think that you've been in the area a long time.
Yeah.
And so where do you service? Is there any? Do you do Wisconsin as well, or no? Just Illinois?
Yeah. I'm licensed in Illinois and Wisconsin, and I have colleagues who are licensed in other states around. If in fact somebody needs help outside of those two states.
Partner.
Yeah, I've been doing it here in Illinois for 23 years, 23 plus years, and had a great time helping a lot of great friends and family right here in town and in the surrounding communities.
Yeah. So, and I referred George, and everyone is super happy. So, all good news on that. So, it's Comparion Insurance, and how does someone get a hold of you?
You can look up comparioninsurance.com/George Chase, or just Google George Chase Insurance, and I'll come up that way too.
So what's kind of the weird insurance that no one ever thinks about outside of rings? Is there something?
Well, we get requests for a lot of different stuff. Special events for people having a wedding or a party, and how do I cover a special event?
So you could do short term.
Yeah, we can do short term events in a lot of cases. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. One other thing I heard about that I thought was super interesting is if there is a tree on someone else's property and then it falls onto your property, who has to tell us about that?
So
there's something with that.
If my tree falls over onto your fence and damages your fence, your insurance policy covers that.
Covers the fence.
Yeah, covers the repairs to the fence. You'd think it would be
Yeah.
on me, right? Because it was my tree that fell over.
Interesting.
But it's really not my tree. It's nature's tree.
Uh-huh.
It just happened to fall over onto your fence, and your homeowner's policy is designed to cover the fence going around the perimeter of your yard. That's why it works like that.
Right. Oh, okay. But if they have a fence, your neighbor has a fence, and it falls on your car, how's that work? Same thing?
Yeah.
I love these questions.
The insurance follows the car. It follows the car policy. So your comprehensive insurance.
So they won't go after the person who had a faulty fence. No faulty fence, people.
Well, if there's documentation that the tree was old or the fence was
Gotcha.
damaged or dilapidated and needed repair, and your neighbor just never
And you
got
guys
around
all
to
check
it.
into all that stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Our
Okay.
claims departments do a real good job of investigating that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think insurance can be fun. We could talk about a lot of fun stuff with that. Okay, so moving on to what's your question?
Yeah. So now, how do you feel about Wrap with Bo here in the gift wrap place in Woodstock,
I
Illinois?
love the Woodstock Square. Didn't expect it.
Yeah, we're so glad to have you. Do you remember the story? We came out here just on a mission to meet some local business owners.
Right.
And next thing you know,
Because
we've got the
George is
gift
an
wrap place.
ambassador, so that's his job. So I tagged along.
Yeah.
It was fun.
That was a blast. Yeah. Got to meet some great people.
Right,
Yeah.
but I couldn't find exactly what I was looking for, and I almost gave up, and George goes, I think there might be something else. So, I have stairs. I have stairs. All my people have to be in good shape. Just kidding, you can always drive up to McHenry and get service.
And what's
But,
your
yeah.
address?
So, I am at 134 Cass Street in Woodstock. We're excited to be here, and the plan with our Northern Illinois Biz Chats is we are going to highlight and we are going to focus on businesses in Northern Illinois. We want to hear your story. We want you to tell your story because we all know business stories and business startups and then just businesses that have had success can help all of us out here. So we want to highlight that. So we are Northern Illinois Biz Chats, and we're going to be talking about Blue Streak with different businesses, and we might be inviting you to come and sit with us so we can learn some new things. Right?
Yeah, I can't wait. I think
it's going to be great to meet all the folks.
It's going to be a great way to not only meet business owners here in town and around the area, but also share their story, share their business with everybody who's tuning in.
Right.
Yeah.
So now I am the gift wrap place, but I am online. My real estate online is wrapwithbo.com. And I deal with home and business. So I do here in the square. If you purchase anything in the square, I will wrap for free. So if you're shopping in the square and you need to get something wrapped up, we have our standard wrapping and you will get it for free.
I can vouch for that.
There you go.
She did a great job.
So we want to have that service
Yeah.
because, when you're heading out and you want to buy a gift, and really this is the Woodstock Square is known for gifting, right?
Absolutely.
So when you purchase your gifts, then you can come and you can get it wrapped. Just check out our hours. And also we have a concierge service, and that concierge service offers you the ability to just call me and say, Susie, I don't want to bother with any of this stuff. So can you provide me with buying the product, wrapping it up, and delivering it? So we do that for the concierge service too. So if you need a coffee box, a book box, if you need some kind of fun theme, we do adventure themes. I can go ahead and curate it, and my team can curate it. We'll wrap it up, and we can deliver it, or you can pick it up. How's that sound?
That sounds super. Yeah, I've seen some of the stuff you put on online lately, and
Yeah.
it's
And I do
really,
insure.
really cute. Yep.
I do insure, so we do have insurance on our products. What else do you want them to know about you? So you're local and
About me, yeah, local. I've been
your family.
living in the community for 27 years. My wife and I have raised 3 boys. I have a total of 4 kids, 2 grandkids, and
Busy guy. So George
busy
has
guy.
a lovely family. And my family is here locally, and I went to school locally, and we are, 21 years in McHenry now. Can't believe it.
Yeah.
But grew up in Dundee, so been in the area a long time.
Yeah,
So we hope to have some of you join us along this journey. And that is a wrap for us. We'll chat next time. So stay tuned for Northern Illinois Biz Chats. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, guys.